For those of you that have the DJI Mini 4 Pro and fly it with the RC2, I'm sure you've noticed the little icon here that looks just like a small pair of these, which is the DJI Goggles 3. Today, I'm going to show you how to hook up these DJI Goggles 3 and fly it with the RC2. There's a lot of advantages to it, and there's some disadvantages. To me, it's kind of like going from black and white to color. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step to flying your Mini 4 Pro with your DJI Goggles 3 is pairing it. So what you're going to want to do is press down on the 5D button, go to status, and then switch. Scroll down the list until you see the Mini 4 Pro. If the Mini 4 Pro is not there, then you're going to need to hook your goggles to the DJI Fly app with your cell phone or even a computer to add that to the menu. Once you've done that, it's very simple. All you need to do is press and hold the power button on the Mini 4 Pro after it's powered up, and it'll start beeping, and then you're going to press and hold down on the power button on the goggles and they will automatically pair. So now you technically have two things paired to it, your goggles and your RC2. So let's go ahead and get in the air. So now that we're all paired up, let's go ahead and get in the air. As you can see, we still have the obstacle avoidance, but our field of view is exactly the same as it is normally. But we can do things like this where we can actually go into the trees, and you see now it's actually stopping because of the obstacle avoidance. The way you turn that off is you go over into settings, and then we're going to click on safety, and then we're going to go down to obstacle avoidance, and I'm just going to turn that off. Now the other thing that we can do is turn off the radar map, but I like to leave the radar map on. And as you can see, there's no way I would fly this Mini 4 Pro with the RC2 in a situation like this. So you can go up, but one of the drawbacks to using this as a vision system is you lose several things. Now the things that I've noticed that you do lose the ability to shoot vertically, but you can always crop in. You lose your waypoint flying, you lose active track, and you also lose the video frame rate and exposure lock. There's a couple of other things I'm sure I'm forgetting to mention here, but one thing that we can do is if we go to our video exposure here, you can see down at the bottom here, we have 4K 60, and now I'm recording the screen, so it's not going to be able to change that, but you can do 4K 60 or 4K 30, or excuse me, 1080p 60. So those are your only two options on that. Now there are some ways around that. What I've found you can actually do is turn off the goggles, and then you can actually use the RC2 to do your shot, and then you can go ahead and turn the goggles back on. So what we're going to do, let's say we wanted to take a picture and we wanted to change our settings. So if we get up to the position where we want to take our picture, and we'll just kind of aim down at the lake here. So what I'm going to do now is power my goggles off. And as we can see here, we've got the Go Fly screen. And if we touch that, we now have the full ability to do all of the controls that we normally have. To go back to the goggles, all you simply need to do is power your goggles on. Now, if you have changed your frame rate, let's say to 4K 30 to do a little filming while you're displaying on your RC2, it will switch it back to the frame rate of 60. The reason for that is the refresh rate on the FPV goggles. Let's say when I was going through the woods over there earlier, it's going to be very hard to see because it's going to be very frame stuttery and jerky, basically, is the way it works out to. So I'm going to put my goggles back on. I'm going to turn them on. And as you can see here on the main screen, as soon as the goggles hook back up, they're back on. So now let's go ahead and explore a little bit here with the just the goggles and explore what we can actually do with this. Now I'm in normal mode. You can switch to sport mode as well. You do lose the ability for cruise control. That is one of the things that I had said. But there's no way I would fly this way. You can change your zoom if you want to, and your camera angle. So you'd still retain those, but cruise control would still be nice. I would really like to have cruise control. But this is kind of a bright sunny day, but there's no way I would fly like this around with just the screen on the RC2 here. That just wouldn't be happening, because I'm sure I would run into a tree. And remember, I've turned my obstacle avoidance off. Now, one of the things to remember when you're flying is, you notice on the right-hand side of the screen there, it has our home point there. So if I move, my home point would be straight ahead. You can pay attention to that. But if you do get disoriented, remember, you can turn your goggles off and go back to the controls that you have on your RC2. So you can look in the lower left-hand corner and use your location and heading the way you want to, as far as, not the way you want to, but excuse me, the way you're used to using it here. So you still have the ability to go back, but you also have the ability, as you can see here, to maintain a direct path and do things with this Mini 4 Pro that you normally would not do. Like, there's no way I would drop in like this. You can come down and you can orbit around. I certainly would not fly this close to this fountain without the goggles on themselves. So if I normally go ahead and turn my goggles off before I come in and land. So I'm going to turn my goggles off. I'll put them back up on my head. Now the display has gone back to where I can see in the lower left-hand corner here, I can see my normal map. So what I'm going to do is fly the drone so it's directly overhead here, and then I'll go ahead and bring it down home. If you've made it this far in the video, I certainly would appreciate it if you could hit that thumbs up button and maybe subscribe for more content like this. Definitely leave me a comment if you're having any problems connecting your Goggles 3 to your RC2, and tell me how you like it as well. Thanks again for watching, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.